All right, what do you actually know? Or just tell me, but...
Let me tell you what Larry told me. Larry said, okay, so I was there a day or so after the incident happened. No, I was actually there the day it happened. So I woke up that day, and Larry called me and said, yo, Leah's the Dawn for a week. Go back to bed. I said, all right, went back to bed. Boom. 3 hours later, I got bored, laying in bed, got back out. Larry got shot. He tells me the situation, and I didn't really give a fuck. I told him, well, I did give a fuck, but like, I can't really do anything. You know, like I haven't been around, so like I can't do shit about it, right? Like I can't speak to you, I can't speak to anybody. Like nothing I can really do. The only advice I gave to Larry, I said, because he was really pissed about the whole thing. Only advice I gave to Larry, I said, first of all, take a day to think about this. Second of all, if you want to resolve this, the only way it could ever be possible is if you contact Leah and try to sort it out before you have to talk to Lang. Because if it's not sorted on your end, there's no hope. And I guess he never got around to that, because I went to the ICU, I got out. Last night, I survived, thank God. Larry got shot, Bubbles got shot. And he told me about the day it happened, because I just talked to him now, because I wanted to get his side, because I wanted to follow up, because he was the only person that really talked to me about the whole situation. And he said the day of, he was at the apartments chilling, and he had a fucking cavalry radio that he accidentally texted you, and then you wanted Bubbles to get on that radio, and Bubbles didn't even know that was the cavalry radio, and then he didn't get on it, and you shot him. Boom. There's probably a little bit more to that, but that's what I got out of the story.
I mean, more or less, it's kind of accurate, yeah. I mean, the reality is, when I made Leah Dawn for the day, I mean, Larry was already crashing out. I mean, it's just a classic Larry crash out. I think at this time, though, he was just met with a force that was willing to match, like, his energy.
Right. Right.
And it went very bad for him. And instead of... Okay, so the biggest thing of the whole fucking situation is none of these fucking idiots decided to stop and think, guys, maybe we're going too far. We got to relax.
That's what I was saying.
Not Bubbles, not Leah, not Larry. Even after, you know, fucking Larry and Leah were shot down. I mean, the fact that they're jumping to, oh, we got to ocean dump her, we got to ocean dump, like, it's just the entire situation. There was just never of, okay, maybe we should relax and try to fix this shit before Lang finds out or whatever.
This is exactly what I was saying. Well, not Lang finds out, because I think you already knew. I was saying, okay, take a step back and try to resolve it before you have to speak with Lang, because like that can actually be salvageable if you want it to be salvaged in the first place. Exactly what I was telling them, but I guess they didn't listen. Okay. But okay.
So then, obviously I had Survivor, so I couldn't meet with them right away.
Yeah.
And it was something I was going to bail on, but Andy put in so much fucking work on that shit. I just felt too guilty leaving, so I had to deal with that shit, and I pretty much stalled them out. Survivor ended, and I was going to kill all three of them, to be blunt with you. Leah was also going to die that day, probably. But when I called Leah, she met up with me. She fucking stood her ground, and, you know, we started just fucking hashing it out. And I told her, all right, we're going over to the butchery. And there's just no questions asked. Like, she didn't fucking put up a fight. She was willing to die.
She played her cards.
Sure, she was. I'm texting Larry and Bubbles for like an hour. Oh, you know, oh, we're doing this. Oh, we're being chased by that. Oh, this shit's going down.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not showing up to this. I know exactly what's going to go down. Fuck you. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Whatever. Eventually they show up. And as they show up, I got a call saying that Larry was talking to somebody on the phone and like gave him a radio or some shit. I was like, okay.
Okay.
So then I take a radio from, well, when they get there, like, the thing about Larry and Bubbles is they literally proved my point. And my point was that these guys cannot deal with an authoritative figure. If, and that's like that was the whole problem there, is they just don't have respect for the ranking system, right? Right or wrong, they just have zero respect for it. And I'm sitting there like giving these guys fucking straight up Don orders to do shit, and they're just arguing everything. So I'm losing my patience. And I take the Larry's radio and I get on the radio and I tell Bubbles to you know, go on the radio and say radio check. I want to see who's on this bitch. They just fucking refused, and they fucking started yelling, and they fucking started yelling. They weren't gonna do it. They weren't gonna do it. So I pulled my fucking gun. And I shot them both. I wasn't gonna deal with that shit no more. It's very clear the goal there was not to come to a conclusion, was to save my own ass, and if things go bad, kill everybody inside.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair to assume. Like, it was obvious. Okay.
Naturally, a massive firefight started outside. I knew shit was fucked. I pretty much radioed or called Sab. I told him to get the fucking north and get the fuck out of there. And, you know, I stood my ground, and a bunch of shit happened after that.
Okay.
But I just don't want to lose focus on the Larry and Bubble situation. I mean, obviously, I don't know what you do here. I have no advice for you, or even how you're going to decide what you want to do. But the fact of the matter is, I do think Bubbles was the unfortunate circumstance in this entire situation.
That's exactly what I told him before I left. I told him that he got fucked and I feel bad for him. But he said he was out anyway because of like how Larry was being treated. So I guess he's not too, you know, hurt by it.
Well, the thing with Larry is, I mean, the writing was on the wall for a long time. This wasn't the first time Larry was supposed to die. I don't know. I think you were there for the Tony situation and on the island and shit. I don't remember if you were there or not. But either way, the writing was on the wall for a long time, and Larry's always have always had these crash outs that were going to lead to something. But either you were around or I was around and snapped him out of it almost immediately.
Yeah.
And this time there was just nobody to snap him out of it, and he just went fucking full loose cannon.
Yeah, I literally showed up like an hour too late.
And to be honest with you, I'm tired of this shit. I don't mind crash outs and arguments and shit. You got to figure out people. I get that, but the fucking crash outs Larry was doing, I just couldn't handle them more.
Okay. And did you make a dawn order for everyone in Cypress to not speak to Larry or Bubbles?
Fuck no.
You didn't do that?
Nah, I told Sophia to go lay low, and I told Leah to go fucking lay low in case these guys retaliated while I was gone. But
okay. Well, Skipper told Larry and Bubbles that he wasn't allowed to talk to them because Lang said so.
He might have just misinterpreted what I was saying, maybe.
Okay.
I could have said that though. I just thought I would say that, especially with Skip. Maybe with Leah and Sophia, but not with people who I know can handle themselves.
Okay. So, like, to be transparent, like, the only problems I really have, like, with the situation from, like, as I understand it, is after the situation happened, how nobody in Cyprus spoke to Larry or Bubbles at all. And it was like 4 or 5 days.
That's so irrelevant.
No, I would say it's irrelevant, but and you're not going to agree, and that's fine, and that's like it's fair. But we were all 404 from the start, and we grew like a really strong bond. And when we moved to North Cyprus, we agreed that bond would stay strong through and through, right? So I just didn't like how it was approached after the whole situation went down. Like when I went to consult them, they were so upset that no one would speak to them. They were being ignored when they would call. They were being ignored when they text. Everything.
Yeah, but see, that's you're right. Like that's where we would disagree, right? Because that bond does not exist anymore.
Yeah,
we told you guys it's Cypress now. There's no more 404 bullshit.
Yeah,
you should leave it at the door. Maybe some did, maybe some didn't. Maybe that's where the divide happened.
No, but when we became North Cyprus, like that's what we agreed though. Like we're North Cyprus and we're a family. Like this is basically like the new 404. That's how I perceived it. That's how everyone else perceived it. Like we all talked about it separately, right? Like that we're like this is the new 404, except you're the new Marty, and then I'm one of the members. Da 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 da. Like this is the new family, right? Like we agreed on that. So to see other people treat them like they weren't family all of a sudden, even though nothing was defined, was like hard to see. As I was there at least. That's just how I feel. I also think Leah approached this like shit.
You gotta understand too. Fucking Larry was crashing the fuck out. It's
Yeah,
I
was there.
Deal with that kind of shit. It's very.
It was very hostile.
Anger.
Yeah,
very hostile, and some people just don't want to deal with that. Think about Larry.
Yes.
Martin, you know Larry just as well as I do. This was almost inevitable. If there was never somebody around to keep him in check, this was almost inevitable. Because the way that man crashes out is fucking unbelievable. It's actually worse than mine. Like, the worst crash outs I have compared nothing to Larry's. That's saying a lot.
Okay. Do you know anything about Leah putting dead rats at my house? Or have you never heard of this?
I've never heard of this.
Okay. So the day after the situation happened, I woke up, and the house that I'm at, which at the time Larry and Bubbles had keys to, they still do. I just paid the bills because it was locked down. There were 2 dead rats at my doorstep, and I'm obviously assuming that was for Larry and Bubbles. And if Leah did that, I really don't fucking like that.
I don't know why Leah would even do that, though. Then again, I don't know who else would do that, I guess.
The only way it would be someone else is if... Sorry, go ahead.
The problem with the situation is there's so much crazy shit happened that fucking day that I don't think a single person had the opportunity to process any of it. As obviously Larry and Bubbles.
Nah, Zon's stupid ass was at that situation, and he probably ran off and told a bunch of people. So there is a chance that that could have happened, like someone else. But yeah. Oh, what a fucking mess. And Leah is not gonna get blooded out 100%.
Can't listen. When I blood somebody out, it's normally I do like almost like a final test, right?
Okay.
To see where they're at. And the reality is Larry and Bubbles could have saved themselves. I was going to push them to the fucking edge and see if they would listen to every command, full well knowing they would die. And if they did, they wouldn't have died that day. You believe that or not, but that was my intention. I did the same thing with Leah. I showed her every sign that I was going to kill her. And she listened to every command. At that point, I cannot kill her. She understood what the fuck happened. And truthfully to her, she was a Don. Like, whether people like that or not, that was the command. Whether she did right or wrong, it's all irrelevant. It's all completely irrelevant. The fact of the matter is, I couldn't even explore that, or even dissect what actually happened, because once the shootings happened and the ocean dumping and all that shit went down, nothing else matters anymore. Everything else is just completely irrelevant.
Okay. That is true. Okay. And the whole situation, how it transpired, was it actually true that Leah took away his operation and gave it to Jonah? Like, did that actually happen?
That part. So what I was told happened, although I don't think we'll ever get the full truth out of anybody. But I was told that JoJo called up Bubbles and Larry to go on a fent run with them because the fentanyl shit was hitting the streets or whatever, and they said nah. And he called Leah, and Leah and them went. And then Leah told JoJo to run the fent shit because she doesn't think Larry's doing anything with it. So then he called Larry and asked for some supplies so he can start up his own recipe because he wanted to sell fentanyl on the side to other gangs. And that's when Larry absolutely lost it. Even the shit JoJo was doing had nothing to do with nobody. The guy's wasn't fucking bought in. He wanted to make a fucking side hustle selling fentanyl to other gangs that we don't give a fuck about. It's crazy to me. This is all transpired literally over nothing.
Yeah, that's Larry. Okay.
Martin, it's fucking sad, honestly. Like I said, unfortunately, so much shit happened and it's happening. I haven't even had time to really process what's happened to those two, but the blooding them out broke me. It fucking broke me. Why? Because I genuinely couldn't think of a good reason to blood those two out. It was over stupidity.
Then why didn't you just not do it?
Cypress law, brother. Sometimes you got to do what you don't want. Same reason you shot Jean-Paul.
Yeah, but when the whole, I don't mean to bring this up, but when the whole Ilya situation came about, didn't we agree that things were going to change and how like the Cypress law was handled?
If you weren't a treasonist, yeah. Well, that's the point, right? That is the point of the whole thing. We could have solved everything up until motherfuckers are doing treasonous shit. The fact that after people were shot down,
how do we leave this word behind?
The immediate conclusion is we have to ocean dump this motherfucker and hide everything, right? There's no going back from that. And the only reason that didn't happen is because they drove by Sophia and fucking, I guess Leah started screaming her fucking mind off, saying fucking help me or some shit. There was never an act there to try to just reconcile what happened. Not a moment of clarity. Oh shit. This is fucked. We gotta relax. There was never a moment of that.
When that shit happened, they were gonna ocean dump her?
Yeah, they were gonna fucking ocean dump her.
No.
So nobody found out.
That can't
At that
be
point
true.
right there, it's brother. You can ask anybody.
They never told me. I don't think they told me that part.
And you should ask them.
Yeah, I really want to know what they're gonna say to that.
I mean, you can even Martin. you can keep dissecting this because even after the fact, okay, they just prove you. Listen, they prove me right and right again because as soon as shit goes down for them and they think they are out and it's over, they immediately go back to the Sinister Six and team up with all of them to come after us almost immediately.
They're currently going after you?
They were, yeah. I don't know if they're still gonna do shit now. It's been a while, and like I said, I got locked up. I served some years in jail. I was on house arrest, whatever. So
yeah.
I don't know if that deterred them from doing anything, but
what's with that? So I was told after you got shot, you called the police and turned yourself in and admitted to a bunch of murders. This happened?
Yeah, it did.
Are you crazy? Why would you do that?
Man, these killings weren't easy for me. That's something you need to understand.
I mean, yeah, I was there for the Ilya situation, right?
Ilya, Tommy DeVito, even Cassie, like it wasn't easy. And what you don't understand, okay, is Friday before the weekend, we threw a fucking Blarney's event. And brother, that shit was fucking amazing. Like it felt like we kind of unlocked something within North Cyprus and like discovered something very special there as a crew.
Yeah.
Something that honestly we were missing, really. And to go from that straight into fucking Monday, I'm trolling a little bit. Hey, Leah, you done till I'm back. Do I know it's going to cause a little bit of heat? Yeah, fucking, of course I know that. It's the point though, right? Just to fucking keep people on their toes while I'm gone. Not even 2 hours later. Brother, not even 2 hours later. I'm getting phone calls that shit's over. To go from that on a Friday to think, fuck, like, we figured it out. This is great. But then all the lessons I thought I taught these motherfuckers, okay? Everything we've been through, all the killings they've seen, everything. Unraveled within 2 hours. None of it mattered.
Yeah. This is such a shame.
And it hurts because even with Larry was the only person that we broke Cypress law for because he was supposed to die months ago. I even forget the details of the situation, but the only reason he didn't die is because Tony did not have the heart to do it.
It was my boy situation.
Yeah, the my boy situation. So we decided to move on. Tony didn't do it. We're just going to accept it. We're giving him another opportunity. The only person we ever broke Cypress law for. Because we wanted to give Larry an opportunity.
Yeah, that situation was way worse. That was crazy.
That situation was...
He doesn't remember. He doesn't remember that I conspired against this.
You just couldn't argue. Like what he was doing was fucking insanity, and he lived from that. You know what I mean? So, it's fucking sad. It really is. And I guess the more I talk about it, now I'm kind of processing actually what the fuck went down, and it's just fucking sad.
Yeah.
Because now they, and the part that sucks the fucking most is they put me in a fucking impossible spot. They put everybody around me in a fucking impossible spot. I gotta fucking make the hard decisions they know I have to make, and then they put you in a fucking impossible spot. Which
that's what I told them.
By proxy is gonna put everybody around you in an impossible spot. There was never a thought of how is this gonna affect the people around me?
Dude,
what I'm about to do.
Dude,
not one time.
Dude, that's what I told them. That the day it happened, I said, after you take your day and you think about it, you have to also think what about the people around you and like how this will affect people, especially like not to be like, you know, selfish, but me, right? Because obviously I give a fuck about Larry and obviously I give a fuck about Cypress. I'm caught in the fucking middle here, right? Like, so like you have to think about this because like what you do is going to affect me and everyone else. But I don't know.
I mean, I think you have the right to be selfish. I mean, listen, obviously we're Cypress, but at the end of the day, like we can't just pretend there's no personal connections with people, right?
Yeah.
And people are very aware of who Larry and Martin are. Obviously Bubbles too. I just don't think on that level, or maybe just there or whatever. But I mean, that's all I thought about. The minute that shit happens, I'm like, okay, well, Martin is caught in the crossfire of it all. You're gonna have to make the toughest decisions. I don't know what decision you make, Martin, because I know your history better than anybody else here. And
I don't know. I mean,
in some ways, it's like me having to choose between like Tony Corleone and a gang I joined, you know, last year. It's a very tough spot to be in. So
I don't know. I mean, you should know, no matter what, I respect your decision through this. The only thing, like I said, rubs me the wrong way is how Leah treated the situation and how, and I know right, you disagree with what I think on this part, but like how
it's not
everyone
that I disagree,
else,
Martin.
everyone else like didn't consult Larry or Bubbles at all, you know, and like ignored and avoided
that part,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you disagree, but
I get that part, but it was also fucking awkward. Like, listen, if the survivor shit wasn't there,
yeah,
it wouldn't have gone down that way. I think most people were just stalling out to see what I was gonna do, and I couldn't do shit because I was stuck on a fucking island, whatever the fuck, or a movie set, whatever. I mean, the reality is though, is like I said, Leah wasn't just as much wrong as they were, and a lot that she did not sit right with me.
there was something that she said specifically that I really did not like. By the way,
the 404 shit, like harboring on that hate, I get that.
That's
I didn't like it either, and I told you, like, those three were gonna die that day. And truthfully, I don't even know what's gonna happen with Leah yet. Not necessarily that she's gonna die. It's just I just haven't had a chance to process what she's done or really have a talk with her yet. Like I said, we are caught up in a fucking mess of shit right now. Especially, you know, over the weekend and shit while I was in jail. She just went sideways. And
yeah,
it's just not just one conversation I can have, Martin. There's a lot going on in this fucking city right now. A lot.
Okay. And are you like clear from the whole thing, or is it like an ongoing case? Like your situation?
I mean, I'm good. I got charged. I did my time and everything.
Okay. You got fined?
Yeah, $2 million.
Damn.
And not a big deal.
Oh, you got it like that these days?
No, I'm in debt, but I don't mind it.
I bet. Okay. I know Hank is bought in. Did Jonah get bought in?
Jonah is in. There's no more buy-ins right now.
But he's in?
Yeah, he's in. It's
Damn. Damn. That's cool.
Listen, I wish you were there or around to really see how fucked up shit got.
I mean, I was there a little bit, but you were in Survivor.
Just everything that's transpired since then.
Yeah, I was in the hospital.
Yeah. But we're just trying to rebuild.
Yeah, but what does rebuilding mean? Like, what do you envision?
No more kick-ups, no more bullshit, no more fucking, like, it was just, this is a fucking straight-up family up here now, so.
Okay, and how about the
stick
relationship?
Together and we just try to fucking survive. And then whatever the fuck whatever steps that we take, and we just do it together.
Everybody?
In the north, yeah.
Okay.
Sab is second in command now. That's what you have burdened me with.
Sab is underboss?
But there's no more underboss, but I intentionally use second in command now.
Because he can't have my title. That's right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because it would disrespect the legacy that I left, which was like 3 inches of legacy, but it's all good. I appreciate that.
I mean, Martin, you were a fantastic underboss.
Yeah. You want me to be completely transparent with you, Lang, on why like I kind of just like lost the motive on being underboss?
It don't matter. I get it. Life just works like that.
Okay. Well, no. There was like a specific thing that like made me feel like it was like I wasn't needed. You know, like it was like Cypress could run on its own with like even without you, it could run on its own. If you like how you did Survivor, if you never made anybody a Dawn, it would survive. Like it would be chilling, and I think it'd be comfortably chilling. And yeah, like I don't know, like and there was that in situation where I tried handling the whole Skipper and CJ running off and doing that crazy shit, and I tried to like resolve it, and then when I couldn't, I tried to punish them, and I couldn't really punish them. Like it was like in my head, I was like, okay, like I'm not really needed because like they got it all figured out. They learned their lesson more or less, and yeah, I don't know. So it kind of just like that sat me back, even though I mean I think it's been a little obvious. I've already been a little sat back already. You know, like I've been kind of just going with the flow, not really being a,
I mean, I get it.
true
That's what
underboss.
I like for it.
Right?
Never gonna. I mean, you know me. I'm never gonna give somebody shit who's just not around. If you're obviously around and you're not doing shit, it's a whole different story. But if you're just not here, you're just not here.
Tony just called me.
I mean, go speak with them if you want. Just be aware of them. You know, the guy wasn't really involved at all until obviously shit went down. So.
I just text him. I'll talk to him in a bit. So, do you know when Leah's gonna be around? It's not like for a few days, huh?
I think in a week. I think it was her that was gone for the week. It's gone for the week, so.
Okay. I really want to speak to her.
Yeah, you should.
Because
I'm gonna speak to her as well.
Because, and I don't want to sound selfish here, but I think you'll understand where I'm coming from. If Leah really truly felt like what she said about the whole 404 thing, I want to make sure that she doesn't have any of those feeling towards me or anybody else in North Cyprus that was 404. Because if she does have a problem with me, then it's going to completely change my direction of thinking in this whole thing, right? So I kind of want to get that cleared up.
I mean, the reality is, if there is any lingering bullshit from anybody, they're just straight up out. I'm not dealing with this anymore. For what we've all gone through, for what I've just personally gone through, we need to move forward like actually whole. And if there's and if I get a whiff, and like I said, it's tough because so much has happened, so I haven't really even gotten the time to kind of sniff it out or process it yet or whatever the fuck. But if there's any whiff of Leah harboring any sort of fucking lingering hate for anybody, she's out. I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna contemplate it. It's just out. I can't be dealing with this shit no more in my house.
Okay, that makes sense.
She broke me. Took me a long time to realign.
That makes
feel
sense.
good again.
That's good.
So I'm not trying to fucking let the same problems ruin my shit.
Okay. Hey, and you know.
It's for anybody though, Martin.
What? Sorry.
That goes for anybody though.
Okay. Like in.
There's no more hatred between each other, like genuine hatred, or grudges, or anything lingering from past fucking mistakes or intentional fucking acts or whatever the fuck.
I'm gonna let you know now. I got a little something lingering for that motherfucker Jonah. That's all I'm just letting you know. Because there was one day. This is gonna sound crazy, and I don't care if it sounds crazy. I don't fucking care. First day I met this guy Jonah, he was hanging out with Larry and this and that, all giggly and shit. And I was giving keys to Larry and Bubbles. The motherfucker had the audacity to ask me for keys, and I don't know why, Lang. I don't know why. It's unexplainable, but I knew from that day forward I can't trust him. I don't care if it sounds crazy. I'm standing by it. I knew I couldn't trust him. I just knew it. I don't care. But if he's bought in, I respect it. But there's something lingering for sure, for damn sure. For damn sure. There's something about him. And Carlos. Is Carlos bought in?
No, I don't see the guy enough. But you gotta figure this shit out, Martin. Like,
I'm gonna have a good
I know
talk
I'm trying to
with
be lighthearted
Jonah.
and I get it, but just figure this shit out, please. Before things spiral out of control.
I'm gonna have a good talk with Jonah. And I'm gonna talk to Leah and CJ and Skipper. Probably not Sab. No point.
I think you should speak with Sab too, I think.
Yeah, he's second in command. Good call. Can I get keys to the place? I know it got transferred.
Yeah, you gotta ask Sophia for it. It got transferred, yeah.
Okay, and just so you know, regardless of the situation, even if I do decide, you know, this is my time at Cypress, whatever, you have my absolute word. I would never do anything that John Paul has done to someone else. Okay? You have my absolute word. It's not who I am. There's no point of it. It's useless. Okay?
I mean, I don't care if you did.
Oh, why? What? What?
I don't give a fuck.
You're just willing to get robbed?
It's not willing to get robbed. I'm willing to see what people are willing to do to me. Always. So, if you want to take it that far, it'd be good for me to see that.
No, I mean, like I said, right, the only feelings I have towards the situation are towards individuals, and the decision that you made for Cypress, I completely agree with, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm Cypress first. And in the eyes of Cypress, like the way I see it for Cypress, I think you made the right decision. So I can never fault you for that. Regardless of how much I care about Larry, how much I care about Bubbles, I can't sit here and say that you're wrong. Because how you handled it is kind of how you had to handle it. You didn't really have a choice. So, I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing.
Well, I appreciate for your understanding. I know it's not easy.
Yeah, it fucking sucks to say it, and I feel bad. Like, it sounds weird. I feel bad because I feel like I'm, like, doing wrong by Larry by saying it, but he did fuck up. And he has fucked up. And, like, logically speaking for Cypress, it wasn't the wrong decision. Even though, like, I don't like it, obviously. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Wait. So who did you say has panel? Is it Sophia?
Sophia, yeah, Sophia.
Okay. And you have a new phone, or you've been ignoring my call?
New number.
All right. Can I get that?
There you go.
And I can talk to Larry and stuff, right? Like I'm not gonna like get in trouble. I wanna.
Yeah, I mean, just don't be fucking dumb. That's all.
I mean, I'm not gonna
You know
talk
the line
about.
you shouldn't cross. Just don't
Yeah.
cross it.
Okay, I got you. So are they fully considered treasonous? Like, I can't speak to them. Like,
Yeah.
I can never hang out with them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Martin. That's just how it goes. I know it's difficult to even answer that question, but that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I got you. Ah. Thank God we got Tyler. Phew. You're doing okay? You're doing better these days?
Overall, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
this conversation is a little tough for me, but other than that, I'm good.
okay. Well, I'll speak with Sophia when I can. I think they're doing a Fleeka, and I'm gonna get keys.
Yeah, they're doing some shit right now.
And I'm gonna just chill for a bit, talk with some people if I can, and yeah. If you need anything, you let me know. Okay?
Don't rush into it.
Yeah, I
Just
won't.
really take your time about what you're doing.
Yeah. I won't. All right. Thank you for the talk. Thank you.
No problem.
Like I said, you did nothing wrong, so try not to feel bad about it. I know the Ilya thing really fucked with you, and I know, the Larry thing obviously fucked with you too, but try to not be so hard on yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll try.
All right. Good shit. I'll talk to you soon. We're robbing him. I don't know.